Just when you thought an actor couldn't possibly get any worse, they go and make a movie like this, and totally redeem themselves. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movies that made you love hated actors. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at movies that, if only for a brief moment, had you loving a performer that's dealt with an iffy reputation over the years.
You know, I really don't like the way you're treating me, Chuck. It's like you won't even talk to me.
Number 10, Tyler Perry, Gone Girl.
Whatever they found, I think it's safe to assume that it's very bad.
Whenever Tyler Perry comes out with another Medea movie, critics can't help but collectively cringe. While not everyone is a fan of his most iconic character, Perry can actually be a very charming, versatile actor. Nowhere is this more apparent than in David Fincher's adaptation of Gone Girl. Perry took everyone by surprise with his portrayal of Tanner Bolt, a smooth attorney that defends a man accused of murdering his wife. He's not only charismatic and likable in the part, but also brings some refreshing humor to a grim story.
You two are the most up people I've ever known, and I specialize in up.
Although it's only a supporting role, Perry steals every scene he's in, leaving audiences wanting more.
I would show you, as if you're doing a deposition, what to say, what not to say.
A trained monkey?
A trained monkey who doesn't get lethal injection.
Number 9, Anne Hathaway, The Dark Knight Rises.
Now, you boys know you can't come into my neighborhood without asking politely.
It's possible for a person to be too perfect, and Anne Hathaway is often considered living proof of that. The haters finally warmed up to the actress, though, with her performance as Selena Kyle in The Dark Knight Rises.
You sound like you're looking forward to it.
I'm adaptable.
Crafty, slick, and manipulative, Hathaway certainly captures the Princess of Plunder's spirit. At the same time, she brings a modern sensibility to the character, sharing a believable bond with Batman and revealing that she has more in common with Bruce Wayne than meets the eye.
It's a brazen costume for a cat burglar.
Yeah? Who are you pretending to be?
The result is perhaps the most human and three-dimensional portrayal of Catwoman to date, at least on the big screen.
Bane, what do you know about him?
That you should be as afraid of him as I am.
Number 8, Colin Farrell in Bruges. Between drug addiction and a sex tape scandal, this Irish actor has faced his fair share of negative press. His Razzie-nominated work in 2004's Alexander didn't help his image either.
Conquer your fear! And I promise you, you will conquer death!
However, Farrell had a comeback in 2008 thanks to his Golden Globe-winning performance in this dark comedy. As the hitman Ray, Farrell delivers some of the funniest one-liners you'll ever hear.
Would you like some cocaine?
What's more, he brings great depth to a multi-layered character struggling to live with his mistakes.
I will always have killed that little boy. That ain't ever going away. Ever.
Despite Ray's many drawbacks, Farrell molds him into a sympathetic and even relatable individual. He's the kind of guy you'd like to get a drink with. Of course, you wouldn't want to go sightseeing with him.
God, you're more worthless than Colin Farrell.
Number 7, Sharon Stone, Casino.
I told you I was hot tonight.
Sharon Stone stood out as one of the sexy stars of the 90s, but she wasn't exactly known for her acting chops.
She's good. She's really good.
On the heels of multiple Razzie nominations, Stone gave the performance of her career in this Martin Scorsese picture. Stone shines as Ginger McKenna, a former prostitute who marries a gambling handicapper.
You're gonna be sorry if you don't
Don't you threaten me! Don't you threaten me!
Although she's surrounded by wealth and luxury, Ginger is addicted to alcohol, drugs, and unhealthy romantic partners. A human train wreck, Ginger digs herself deeper and deeper until she meets an inevitable fate. Bringing a genuine sense of tragedy to the role, Stone took home a Golden Globe for her electrifying performance and even scored her first Oscar nomination.
Why are you crying?
I'm crying.
Number 6, Hayden Christensen, Shattered Glass.
And he somehow managed to slip his tongue down my throat.
Anakin Skywalker might have seemed like the role of a lifetime, but it sadly made Hayden Christensen one of the most infamous actors in Hollywood.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Before he was delivering painful monologues about sand, Christensen demonstrated real potential as an actor. His leading work in Shattered Glass remains one of his best performances.
I'm sure they have surveillance cameras and they're gonna check them.
I didn't do anything wrong, Chuck.
I really wish you'd stop saying that.
As Stephen Glass, Christensen plays a young journalist who's unable to back up one of his stories. Glass is either a naive reporter that made an error or a pathological liar that doesn't know when to give up, and Christensen keeps the audience guessing and engaged every step of the way.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks for backing me.
Number 5. Kristen Stewart, Clouds of Sils Maria.
So you don't think people can be blinded by their own emotions?
Since Bella Swan is one of the most hated characters in popular culture, it's easy to hate the actress who portrays her. When given strong material, however, Kristen Stewart can hit it out of the park. Her performances in Adventureland, and especially Clouds of Sils Maria, are clear evidence of that.
It's theater. It's an interpretation of life. It can be truer than life itself.
Stewart plays Valentine, the personal assistant of a veteran actress. While rehearsing for a play, Valentine develops a closer relationship with her boss.
I think she's got a bright future. In fact, I think she's probably my favorite actress.
There are moments in the film where little is seemingly happening on the surface, but a lot is happening underneath. The same can be said about Stewart's understated performance, which made her the first American actress to win a César Award.
I've been around a lot less than you. But in my experience, it's quite the opposite, wouldn't you agree?
Number 4. Channing Tatum, 21 Jump Street.
I'm sorry. I just can't sometimes.
Based on some of his earlier screen roles, Channing Tatum seemed like just another pretty boy with no real acting talent. But through his comedic turn in 21 Jump Street, this heartthrob proved the haters wrong.
You look really old. Were you held back or something? Or?
No, you look super young.
As Greg Jenko, Tatum plays a somewhat dim police officer that peaked during high school, and it appears Jenko might get to relive his former glory, going undercover as a high school student. He quickly finds, however, that teenagers have drastically changed. Tatum is nothing short of hilarious in this role, scoring one huge laugh after another. He's also a wonderful comedic foil for his co-star Jonah Hill, amounting to one of the best buddy cop movies in recent years.
The right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Number 3. Adam Sandler, Punch Drunk Love.
I'm a nice man. I mind my own business.
While Adam Sandler has made some funny movies, he's also made a lot that were complete misfires. As such, nobody ever expected Sandler to land a leading role in a film from acclaimed director Paul Thomas Anderson. Yet, Anderson saw something in Sandler that nobody else did, resulting in a truly magnificent performance.
I'm guessing it was a mistake, but taking advantage of it while it's offered.
Barry Egan is a nice guy on the surface, but is full of rage and insecurities. Although that sounds like every character Sandler plays, he brings a surprising amount of passion and complexity to the role. Much like Sandler's character in Funny People, Barry is a flawed man that we oddly root for and even come to love.
I have a love in my life. It makes me stronger than anything you can imagine.
Number 2. Ben Affleck, The Town.
I need your help. I can't tell you what it is, you can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people.
After several critical and commercial flops, most notably Gigli, Ben Affleck's career appeared beyond repair. Against all the odds, he rebounded in 2007 with his first feature-length directorial debut, Gone Baby Gone. For his follow-up directorial outing, The Town, Affleck got back in front of the camera and delivered one of his best performances.
The FBI are just people like anyone else. They want to find the bad guys so they can go home and nuke their supper.
Affleck stars as Doug McCrae, a criminal that's motivated to turn his life around after falling in love with one of his hostages. Of course, this proves easier said than done, and Affleck makes for a compelling leading man with significant range. While even greater things were on the horizon for Affleck, this performance officially confirmed that he was back on track.
You guys gonna try to be slick. Be slicker than a 6-year-old.
Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man. Oh, I got an idea.
Dynamite. Ah, dynamite. All right, we on our way. All right.
Number 1. John Travolta, Pulp Fiction.
What do they call it?
They call it Royale with cheese.
Throughout the 1980s, John Travolta starred in bomb after bomb. Although the Razzies nominated him for Worst Actor of the Decade, the 90s offered a new beginning for Travolta, who returned to superstardom with his performance as Vincent Vega.
You must be Jules, which make you Vincent.
Cool and confident, Vincent doesn't feel like a traditional movie hitman. He felt like a casual guy that just so happened to be a contract killer. Part of the character's charm stems from Tarantino's screenplay, but it has even more to do with Travolta's endearing portrayal.
I don't know. That's a good question.
This comeback performance even earned him an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Travolta's career has had its ups and downs since then, but he'll always have the Royale with cheese.
We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.